What's going on, fam? Economic Prepper here. Hope that you guys are doing very well. Hope that you guys are preparing and getting ready. I released a report on what the Fed Chair Jerome Powell, as well as the Federal Reserve, is doing going forward. Big changes coming up for our economy. If you have any type of credit card debt, if you have any type of variable loan debt, make plans, prepare for the changes that are coming our way. We're expecting, or we've already received confirmation that they're moving forward with their plans for ultimately this great reset. And we're seeing the effects of this roll out each and every single day. And so 75 basis point rate hike was just announced. And so they're moving forward with that. This is going to affect mortgages, anyone looking to refinance their mortgage, credit cards, Visa, American Express, MasterCard. In fact, speaking of that, Goldman Sachs actually recently reported that more of their payments are being paid late. So they've reported that there's an uptick in the number of variable credit payments that are not being paid on time. So this is more of what we're going to continue to see, more and more of this, because more and more Americans are living paycheck to paycheck and they're struggling to make ends meet. CPI inflation report came out higher than expected. Core inflation is higher than expected. And I actually tried to return a product to Amazon, and I've been working on sending actually two products back to Amazon. First product that went back to Amazon, I forget if it originally was delivered via FedEx or UPS, but there are two different products. One of the products, and they didn't come in at the same time. One of the products was delivered by either FedEx, and the other product was delivered by UPS, whatever the case is. Two different shipping companies. Now, I tried to return both of them. Now, I probably place 1,000 orders a year from Amazon. So for me to return two different items, no big deal. They're making plenty of money off of me. And I don't feel bad returning items that either don't work or I don't need anymore. So I had to speak with the customer service representative for Amazon. And this was an overseas person, I could tell, based on the call quality and the way the conversation went. And they were very helpful, but it was very difficult to understand what they were saying. And I don't know if you guys have run into this type of situation before, but it was a little frustrating because I could tell that the person, they wanted to assist me, but the call quality was so poor that it was very difficult for me to even want to listen to what they were saying. Every time that they would speak, it was almost like piercing my ears. It was really bad. Anyway, so the point of the matter is the first product, they wanted me to just keep the product. They didn't even let me send it back. And I felt bad because the product was of value and there was nothing wrong with it. I didn't even open the box and I have no need for it. I guess I'm going to have to give it away to someone. But the point is item number one, they didn't even want me to send it back to them. So this is Amazon. I don't know if this is an Amazon sold product by Amazon, or was it a third-party seller on Amazon selling this product? Maybe a small business, mom and pop store running an online business as well. Because more than 50% of the products, probably closer to 70% of the products sold on Amazon are actually not sold by Amazon itself. It's actually Amazon allowing a third party to sell their products on Amazon's platform. And in many cases, Amazon does the fulfillment of the product of the transaction on this e-commerce transaction. Item number two, we were trying to send it back and they offered to have UPS come and pick up the product from us. Now, and I got an update for you on FedEx. I actually got a comment from a viewer who works for FedEx. I need to share that information with you guys. You're definitely going to want to hear about that. But going back, this product that they wanted me to ship back, they offered to allow me to bring it into a UPS store to drop it off. Or for more convenience, they would have UPS stop by my house and pick it up from me. So we opted for this option to have UPS come and pick up the product from us. Now, we've never done this before, but it sounded very convenient. Lo and behold, UPS did not show up for the first 2 or 3 days that we were expecting to have this product picked up. And so I called back after UPS didn't show up the first day, the person on the phone said, "Hey, did you leave the product outside?" I said no, because no one told me to leave the product outside. They told me that UPS would stop by, ring my doorbell, and if no one answers, they would leave a paper with a label, and I could affix the label to the box and set it back out on another day. Okay, fine. So 1 or 2 days goes past when they were supposed to originally pick up the product. No one ever came by. So we called back. Again, very difficult time over the phone. The call quality was poor again. But this time they said, "Hey, you need to leave the product outside." First time they didn't say that. So they said, "You need to leave the product. You need to leave the box outside. Someone will come and pick it up." So we left it outside the very next day. And they said the next day between, I think it was like 9:30 and 8 p.m., somewhere within this large window of time. Anyway, just to be sure, we left it out the night before because, who knows? Maybe they show up early. Maybe they arrive late. I don't know. So 24 hours goes by. UPS doesn't pick up the package. Meanwhile, we're getting closer and closer to the date at which we would not be able to return the item. And I didn't want to lose a few $100s. So we call back yet again. We get another person, clearly, overseas, and I don't have any problem with that. But the problem that I had with this call is the call quality was so poor. It is literally piercing my ears. I'm like, oh my God, I cannot wait to get off this phone. And then it's even more irritating when you get your issue resolved and then they don't let you hang up. They got to ask you, "Hey, is there anything else that I can do for you?" And ask you like 10 to 15 more questions, further wasting my time and also further making me listen to this ear-piercing poor quality of the call quality. So long and short, this time we decided, hey, no more waiting for UPS to come pick up this product. We're going to take it to the UPS store ourselves and no longer have to worry about this. So we got that done today. Got that done. 15 minutes ago, UPS shows up at the house. I'm like, what? So the doorbell rings and I walk to the door. UPS is outside. I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding me? So UPS, I open the door. He's like, "Hey, do you have a delivery or do you have a package to be picked up?" I said, "No, I don't. I just dropped it off like 40 minutes ago." He goes, "Oh, no worries." And I let him know what we were dealing with. And he let me know, "Oh, I really do apologize. Very courteous UPS driver. Sorry about that. We've been short-staffed. We've been, working longer hours, and we just don't have enough manpower to handle the pickups as expediently as we used to." Well, I do appreciate the boots on the ground update from the UPS driver. But I am at least thankful that the deliveries are at least coming in on time. The pickups, that's another story, but at least the deliveries are coming in on time. And if I have to drive down the street and drop off a UPS package, that's cool. But it's just a little annoying. If it'd be one thing if I knew I had to do it, I would have been done that on my own. That's fine. But, when it's offered that a pickup can be made and the pickup doesn't get made, it's more of an inconvenience and it's further delaying things. So that's that. So yesterday, we also talked about the FedEx CEO that warned of a massive decline in demand for their business. Now, this massive decline in demand of business for FedEx is definitely has already impacted the FedEx stock price. And what we know about whether it's a small business, a medium-sized business, large business, on the Dow Jones, NASDAQ, S&P 500, doesn't matter. We know that when there is a downtick in estimated demand, businesses go into defense mode. And what a business does in defense mode is they cost cut. They look to reduce their expenses. They're trying to shore up their balance sheets. They're trying to make shareholders happy. While they're reducing their expenses, one of the things that they generally will do to cost cut is they will lay off employees. So one of the things I wanted to share with you guys is a comment that we got on that video. And on that video, someone actually commented that, here it is. I work at FedEx and my sister, I work at FedEx and my sister, and the IRA went down 40%. Now, I wanted to talk to you guys briefly about this. So this is a tremendous decline. And, Patricia, I'm reading your comments, so you know who you are. I'm not going to read your last name, but Patricia, I really feel for you. And I do hope that your investment portfolio returns. I hope that your IRA, whether it's a traditional IRA or a Roth IRA, bounces back, and it bounces back quickly. I do hope that for you. I'm not sure how diversified you are with your IRA. I don't know if you're 100% invested in FedEx stock, for example. I know that you do work for FedEx because you've indicated that, but I can't really tell what you're invested in. I don't know if some of your investment portfolio consists of cryptocurrency. Maybe you have individual stocks, index funds, mutual funds in there. But here's the thing. I've noticed that a lot of people who work for companies that offer company shares at discounted prices. And I don't know if FedEx offers their FedEx stock at discounted prices for their employees, but a lot of larger companies do that. And so it entices employees, and there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, I think it's great that employers will offer a discount of their company stock to employees. It's kind of like a profit sharing, so to speak. Especially if the company is profitable and is growing, profits are increasing, revenue's increasing, there's demand for the product, that can make a lot of employees wealthy. The problem with that is sometimes employees end up finding themselves a little bit too heavily invested into a single stock. And this can create problems if something negative happens to the stock price. So in this case, Patricia indicated that her IRA went down 40%. Now, I don't know if it went down 40% overnight. I don't know if her IRA went down 40% over the last month, the last year, the last 5 years. I don't have those details. But I just wanted to share this with you guys. It is generally prudent to be well diversified whenever you make investments. And so basically, my mom always said, you never want to have all your eggs in one basket. And it's all about preparation. And, economic preparation is going to be paramount from here going forward. And if you lose 40% of your investment overnight, that's about enough to make your stomach drop. So, Patricia, let me know, how much of that 40% drop in your IRA came from, let me know where that 40% drop came from, because I don't know if that's FedEx stock dropping, causing your IRA to go down 40%. I really can't tell. There's not enough information here, but drop me a comment down below. I would love to hear from you on that. And for anyone who's invested in the stock market or any other type of investment, whether it's cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Ripple, if you're invested in a friend or family member's small business, maybe it's an online business, ask yourself, how invested are you? How diversified are your investments? And I'm not telling you how to invest. I'm not offering financial advice. This is not financial advice, but learn from other people's pain. Learn from other people's pain. So you may want to just evaluate how well diversified you are in your investments. Maybe you do want to invest 100% in something because you're super confident in 100% of all aspects and all adjacent influences that could affect your business. Maybe you're 100% confident and you want to be 100% involved and invested in one company, and that's fine too. Just know what you're invested in and know all the risks is what I'm saying. Generally speaking, a diversified portfolio will shelter you from a single company going out of business and causing you to go bankrupt. And so that's one of the benefits of a diversified portfolio. But anyway, I wanted to share this information with you guys. I thought it was important. More information, more news updates to come. I hope you guys get some value out of this. Continue to prepare. Unfortunately, darker days will be coming. However, with these darker days will come a tremendous amount of opportunities. So I hope that you guys are preparing for the good and for the bad, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.